когда заглядывают.
В переднем краю воюет.
One of Russia's most outspoken wartime figures has issued a fresh call for tougher military action in the Ukraine conflict. Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov says his forces stand ready to carry out any order issued by Russian President Vladimir Putin. In a new statement, Kadyrov declared that Chechen infantry and special forces are prepared to move in any direction directed by the Supreme Commander, insisting they are ready for even the most complex combat missions.
We are infantry, and we are ready to move in any direction indicated by the Supreme Commander. And the Special Forces units are eager to carry out orders of increased complexity. The land has always burned beneath the feet of Russia's enemies, and it will continue to melt them. Vladimir Vladimirovich, you just set the task, and we will take care of the rest.
Kadyrov then turned his attention toward NATO countries supporting Ukraine, arguing that Moscow should respond more forcefully to those supplying Kyiv with weapons, intelligence, and military assistance. Without announcing any official policy change, he suggested that Russia should begin targeting the countries he believes are enabling Ukraine's war effort, claiming the West had mistaken Moscow's restraint for weakness.
It would be beneficial to start with the countries that, hiding behind the NATO acronym, openly and brazenly provide weapons, data, and other support to the Ukrainian fascists. If they fail to understand that Russia will not patiently stand by and watch everything that is happening, then it is time not just to tell them this in a simple and accessible way, but to force it down their disgusting NATO throats. It's time to open fire.
Echoing Russia's broader wartime narrative, Akhmat Special Forces commander Apti Alaudinov accused Ukraine of abandoning conventional military objectives in favor of attacks designed to spread fear inside Russia. Speaking in an interview with RIA Novosti, Alaudinov claimed Kyiv could no longer achieve battlefield successes and had instead adopted what he described as terrorist tactics against civilians.
The enemy has chosen a purely terrorist tactic. The enemy is not able to make any results that it could show to the world community or on the internet as military success. It has nothing to demonstrate. Therefore, its tactics are purely aimed at terrorizing the civilian population. I think they hope this can create unrest within Russia.
Alaudinov went on to accuse Ukraine of deliberately striking civilian infrastructure while defending Russia's own conduct in the conflict. He claimed Russian forces continue trying to minimize civilian casualties and are instructed whenever possible to capture Ukrainian soldiers rather than kill them.
The main pressure is exerted on the civilian population. They do not hesitate at all. They strike buses and hospitals. At the same time, we still do our best not to strike the civilian population. Even on the front line, we set the task, wherever possible, to capture rather than kill Ukrainian fighters. Our approaches and our strategy for conducting military operations are different.
In a separate interview with the Arabic publication Ashaq News, Kadyrov framed the conflict not simply as a war over territory, but as a struggle over religion, morality, and Russia's future. He accused Europe of attacking traditional values and claimed NATO had underestimated Russia's military capabilities despite years of military assistance to Ukraine. Kadyrov's remarks do not announce any official expansion of Russia's military campaign. Decisions on Russian military operations remain with the Kremlin and President Vladimir Putin. However, taken together with Alaudinov's comments, the statements underscore an increasingly assertive public message from prominent Russian figures. While Kadyrov publicly urged stronger action against NATO countries supporting Ukraine, Alaudinov defended Russia's military conduct and accused Kyiv of targeting civilians, reinforcing Moscow's narrative as the conflict enters another phase.